Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Last Caretaker. Today I'm actually making this video on following up the video I made about the things that concern me about a game, and plus one of the videos that I said that I found a solution for all of your problems. And this video is actually a accumulation of both of those videos, and I would love your help as well. Because there's only four fundamentals things that I can help you out with regarding the game's bugs right now. And well, today we're gonna go over things that can actually help you with the bugs that are happening in the game. The game is in early access, man. It's a fantastic game. I nag about the problems that the game have a lot, because I love the game. Let me say this too. I gave it a 4.8 out of 5. I've never given a game this much. Just let me tell you that much, okay? So, the first one, everybody's problem. Floating stuff. When your things, you put on the ship, you put on the side, you put it at that side, they float away. Let me give you what the source of that problem is, to the best of my knowledge, so you can understand it. This ship is hard to design in a game, so the things that are being attached to the ship are momentarily being attached to the physique of the object that is your ship, that, as you can see, is rocking, right? So when, for example, your ship is tilting a little bit to the left and you're installing something, maybe at that moment the ship is rocking too hard like this. So at the moment that the thing actually, let's say, for example, let me show you best like this. For example, as you can see, I'm putting this down, but when it fabricates, it takes a little bit of time for it to actually manifest. So, the thing that is happening, based on how big the thing is, maybe the ship is rocking too hard. For example, you're putting the item on position X, but your ship changes to position Y. So, when your object manifests itself, it doesn't find the surface that it gets itself attached to. Okay? Because of that, the thing doesn't get really attached to anything, and it's just going up, down, up, down, up, down. Let me show you how that movement actually is. Give me a second. Let me show it in a moment. Okay, let me show you like this. Look, this is... imagine this forklift is your ship. Yes, you can build things on forklift, and if you delete the forklift, you can see the thing actually floating. So see, I manifested that at some moment, and I will manifest this one in another different time. And let me show you like this. Can you... yeah, see? By the time it is wanted to manifest itself, this moved, so now that thing thinks that it is obstructed, so it is not completing the manifestation, actually. That's actually very unlucky. Okay, let me put it like this. Okay, see? Now, let's imagine this is your ship, and you're building on a very rocky, high movement area on the sea. This is what's going to happen to your object. So see, at the moment of this location, see, these things are moving because they really don't, let's say, relate themselves to the object, which is your ship, that is now there, but they are actually attached to it in the past location. So they just start floating away and floating around. How you can actually, see, they're just moving forward now. I am a magician, behold! Yeah, how you can actually go against this bug is building on steady land, let's say, or sea. The place that we found as a community, and I looked into it a little bit, there are 2 locations that you can build which are safer. And if you build there, the chance of you actually not getting dislocations and floats are these 3. Sanctuary number 1, next to Lazarus, and Sanctuary number 12. Inside the garages, the movement of the sea is very, very limited, so the ship doesn't move that often. So the things that you attach to the ship do not get dislocated later. And around the Lazarus, on a sunny day, there isn't much. Yeah, build on sunny days, please, if you want to, make it close to 0. Most of the objects that I've created on my ship, I made next to Lazarus on sunny days. They never came off. Okay, they have never came off, any of them. That's like the main thing that a lot of people are actually these days having problems with, the floating of your ship and the floating of your, let's say, objects that are on the ship and so on. Next one is actually objects that are on the ship that start floating. There are several reasons for that. Okay, so let me show you like this what I've found. So remember like this thing, it's again the location dislocation thing, by the way. So when you have a box, let's say attached to this building, when you detach it, have you noticed that it doesn't go and attach itself again? Yes, that's because there's nothing that actually attaches them back to it. Boxes are a, let's say, exclusion from all of the other objects. Boxes really do have an attach-detach thing to their bottom. Okay, other objects don't have this. So when you pick up a box and actually put it here, see, it attaches itself back to the place where the bottom is, but the same thing doesn't go for anything else. Okay, look, when you have an object that could be moved in this game and it collides heavily with another object that could be moved, yes, everything you make could be moved if you hit it with something heavy enough. But hitting it doesn't mean you have to hit it hard. Even a small movement can sometimes detach the object just for a millisecond, and that's enough to make it float. For example, see those boxes? Boom. If you hit it, if it is high enough of a weight, it can actually like detach this for a second or a millisecond, and it will actually make this thing start floating away. That is basically one particle in the game interacting with another thing and making it get dislocated, but because they don't have reattachment, they just start floating. What can cause it? Objects colliding to each other can cause it. And one of the main thing is your very beloved weapon. I've been saying to you guys that please stop using this weapon. The main reason is the bullet of this gun is an actual object. So look at this line. See that it is hitting it? Yeah, see? Listen to this. If you hit these things with this, there is a chance that your objects will actually start floating away. So stop using this weapon if you don't want things getting detached. It happens a little bit more rarely these days because they actually patched a little bit into it, but it is still a ongoing problem. So if you don't want your things on your ship to get like knocked around or detached, like no, just don't use this gun, man. Like it can hit everything. Basically, like imagine I just randomly shoot this inside there, and one of these things, it will just start floating, and it will just always be floating, and there's no way I can do it again. Yeah, just to be safe, if you want to save, just put this gun down. Please, ladies and gentlemen, stop blasting things with this thing. Number two, another problem is what you're having with these engines. Let me see if I can actually activate it. Hello? Let me see if I can actually kill this thing on top of my ship. That would be a good show to tell you, like, what can happen with these little thingies here. Mate, can you die? No, come back on my ship. Come back onto the ship, please. Yes, please, and thank you. Let me see if I can make my ship go boom boom. Okay, 1 second. This is why I don't like this gun. What is that even? Alright. Mate. Okay, you're gonna kill me and I will not be able to kill you. That will be a disaster. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. I messed up my fight against the machine. This machine of mass destruction is causing me a little bit of problem here. Man, I don't like that gun. Please don't shoot me. Please do not shoot me. And come on, mate. Come on, mate. Okay. 1 second. 1 second. You have caused several problems. This is unacceptable. Usually, like, I don't even take hits from these because of that gun. I got hit too much. Okay, mate, time to die and fly on my ship. So, there's another thing. I got lucky here, or maybe they fixed it, I don't know. The weight of these things is so high that some people are actually experiencing ship floats and ship sinking when angels are actually, like, pushing themselves against the ship. I'm actually like very hopeful that this is not happening anymore. Because before, some of you guys reported that when you kill these things on the ship, they actually sank your ship. Because this thing is heavier than your ship. So, well, I guess I'm lucky, or maybe they fixed it. Hopefully they fixed it, that it doesn't do it. If it happened to you, let me know. There was a patch like 2-3 days ago, so maybe they did something about the weight of these things. The other one is, let me tell you about the detachment issue. Oh my god. Okay, so you hit this and now it is just... Yeah, no. This is not my save file anyways. The next one is things automatically getting detached from their location. So what I feel, or I think, is the problem with this thing is that this only happens around objects that are stationary in the game. So for example, you see there are some objects in this game that you create. You can basically dismantle it. And there are objects that are immovable and unscrappable, like this thing, like this cylinder spot, like this little fella that is here, this little fella that is here, and the equipment on your, let's say, captain's, whatever that place is called. I don't know. I am no submarine. Mary. Submarine. Yes, I'm still sick. And yeah, so let me show you like this. Around every object, it seems like there is an invisible wall that actually like is part of its build. Whenever you build things around items or let's say structures that are originally from the game there from the beginning, and you can't scrap them, and they're basically immovable object. It seems like whenever your game loads, that parameter of this object rescales itself, and because it rescales itself, it just drags this thing out of it. Like the places I noticed this happens, one is like here, because this is an immovable object. It happened around this thing. Again, I had something here that got dislocated. Then I actually built that saboteur reactor on top of here. Every time... every single time I came back, I saw that all of them are dislocated from that. And every time I get a dislocation on any of my objects, it is the same story. They are either close to one of these immovable objects, or they are just too close to some of these stations that are like this, and also walls for some reason inside Lazarus. For example, if you build let's say this thing, next to let's say, a wall that is inside the Lazarus, these things get detached as well. So just to be safe, build a little bit further away from these objects that are immovable, and build away from, let's say, unscrappable stations in general, and that will help with the attachments of the cables. Let me think. Let me actually go read your comments and see if I can find any other fixes, because these were the ones that I got ready, but I don't have a plan for the rest of this video. Much of a YouTuber I am. Alright, found two more things actually from the comment section. Number one, some people said that they can't, like these things do not stay on the... I haven't tested this is just what I'm reading from the comment section. Don't shoot me, please. Some of you guys said that you can't build these things on the let's say elevators, which is giving you a little bit of a hard time, and other fellas said that actually putting them on the pallets, like putting a pallet then putting this box on the pallet, actually fixes that elevator versus box problem. And the other one is ship going fidget spinner mode. Well, as I said, it's again objects interacting with each other. Water is also kind of an object. Let's say, can't sentence that correctly, but yeah, it counts as an interactable surface of kind. So whenever it's like going uppity downy, and it's a storm time, that can also make your parts of your ship interact with the water wrong, so that makes you go fidget spinner mode. So, well, basically, there's no fixing that. Just whenever it's a storm, just press a space, anchor your ship. This game has beautiful atmospheric music, listen to the music. Enjoy the show for a couple of seconds, and then maybe you will be able to actually, let's say, move, or don't risk getting flown off, or whenever there's a storm, just come and save the game. Yeah, just immediately come down here, save the game in another file, not your main file, and then keep going. Because sometimes it has been reported, and it happened to myself too, that if your ship goes down and sinks, there is no fixing that. And oh god, I think I have hit the ship a little bit too hard. I need to fix this thing later. Oh, actually, you know what? I will not save this file, so all the changes will go back. Alright, I'm not going to save this file. Nice. Okay, problem solved. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you know any fixes for any kind of bugs, leave it in the comment section so other people can actually find it. And I can't believe, like, I just look at my screen and showed bottom with my fingers. Like I'm on a camera. So anyways, see you in the comment section. Thanks for the likes, thanks for the hypes, thanks for the Last Caretaker community for supporting the videos of this small content creator, and thanks for the memberships and supers. As always, if it's nighttime, I hope you'll sleep like babies, and if it's daytime, I hope you just move normally, you don't float or fidget or spin or tackle or whatever. Just, I wish your ship acts like a ship and not like a fidget spinner. See you in the next video, fellas. See you in the next video.